So I just recently purchased an H4N to do some audio recording, and I needed a dead cat or a windscreen. And I found this guy for about $20. This is the WST-R30. Now it has this ballistic nylon, which should be essentially the same thing as a furry dead cat. But it's not a furry dead cat, and I'm actually very interested to see how this holds up in the wind. So when you order the unit, you get this nice little cardboard box that says WST-R30 fabric windscreen for digital recorder. Now you open that guy up and boom, there it is, the Movo ballistic nylon. Now ballistic nylon means it's squishy, and it also has some of these threads inside of the actual windscreen. On the bottom is that rubbery kind of liner that allows you to fit this over most recorders. And how this works, it goes straight over your recorder. In this case, I'm using my H4N, and it just sits there. Now you can move it up so it doesn't block out any of the lights that you may need to see when you're recording. Now this thing says it could cancel up to 24 to 40 dB, and that is pretty impressive. Now obviously we're going to test this out. Now mind you, I have the H4N in auto settings, so now let's give this thing a test. So right now I'm talking into the H4N without the windscreen on, and of course the wind died down a bit, so I'm just going to do a light blow on this to see how it does. Okay, now that that's all said and done, let's put this windscreen on it. So I'm now talking into the H4N, and it has the Movo windscreen on it. I'm going to blow lightly like I did before to see how it sounds. And you can tell right there, it does a decent job, so there you go. Now, like I said, you can find this thing on Amazon for about $20, and it seems to do a pretty good job. But oh man, this thing packs some size. It's more than half of the H4N when you put it side by side. I would say the only drawback is that rubber liner gets fairly dirty. You can see I've been using this for just a couple minutes, and you can see how filthy it's gotten. But if you just brush it off, you should be good to go. One of the other form factors I do not like is that when I try to pack this up, it does add a lot of size to my H4N that's already bulky. So as you can see, it does a fairly good job, and for $20, that's really not a bad price point. I will have a link to this item in the description below. If you like this video, make sure you go all windscreen on that like button, and of course you can subscribe. I'm Ken from the Modern Reporter, and I hope to see you again soon.